Hello students and welcome to Lesson 2, Day 3, where we're going to be learning the notes in the left hand or the bass clef. You're going to find that some of this kind of works the same way as we did in the right hand or treble clef. It's just going to be just slightly different. So let's go ahead and get started. As with the treble clef, you see that we have space notes and we have line notes. Now remember, this is the bass clef, it's down here. And let's refresh ourselves on the reason for that. The bass is the lower frequencies or the lower notes. You probably know this if you've owned a stereo before. And so we're going to play the lower notes with our left hand because when we sit down at the piano, the left hand can more easily reach the bottom notes of the piano. So let's get started learning our space notes. Here, let me get myself a text box. We're going to learn these notes and write in these notes. And there we go. Okay, this is our first one. It's on a space. It's called C, and this is a C you've been playing in your left hand in your last lesson. You played it with finger number 5. We skip up to E. You played this before with finger number 3. And we played this with G. Now don't forget, we put our left hand lower than our right hand. Remember how I explained that to you in the last few videos, that you put your left hand lower. And after this video, you're going to see a video excuse me, on this song that's going to show how the left hand plays this song. But before, let's make sure we just start learning these notes. So we're going to have our C, our E, our G, all on spaces. Just like in the right hand, you had the C, the E, and the G on lines. Now you've got them on spaces. Now let's look at the line notes. This time the D and the F, well, they're on line. So this is kind of how it's similar to the right hand, but it's kind of the opposite. Now let's go to this, some notes here. Let's look back on our work. Remember, it doesn't matter if the notes are filled in like this one or open like this one. Doesn't matter at all. So this is the same as this one. It's on a space. It's on the highest space. So this is our G. We go right down to F. This is our E. This is our D. This is our C. We skip up to E. Notice there's a skip there. There's a line in between these two notes. You see that. And then in the middle is D. And then in the middle is D. Whoops, it wouldn't let me write that one, but know that that one is D right there. Okay, now let's look at your actual song. This is your song. It is Adagio from the New World Symphony by Dvorak. This is kind of an excerpt from a classical piece of music, and this is going to be our first classical song and our first left-hand song we're going to do by actually reading the notes. Okay, so let's see if we can remember those notes, and I'll do my text box here. Okay, what do you think this first note is? It's in the middle of the space notes. It is E, if that's what you guessed. Then 2 above E is G, and another G. Let's look back up here if you need some refreshment. C, E, G, D, and F. Okay, let's go back down, and let's keep going. This is back to an E. Notice we're going straight down. I should make a point here that sometimes we read music and we just want to remember what the notes are, but sometimes we want to read music and think what direction we're going. So here we're going straight down, so from E to D to C. Then look, we go right back up. Look how this goes up from C to, you guessed it, D. Straight up one more time to E. Then it goes up, skips up to G. Then to E. And finally we land on D. Now guess what? Look at this measure over here. This is the same thing as the first measure of the song. E. Then we skip up to G. We skip up to G. Then we're back down to E, and we go straight down just like we did before. D. Land on C. And final 2 measures. Let's get a text box going here. There we go. You guessed it, this note is D. It goes straight up to E. It goes back down to D. It goes lower to C. And lower, or stays on the same note, I'm sorry, to C. Okay? So we're going to do the same thing we did with our right hand. We're going to try to learn to play this song. You've got the sheet music in your handouts. You can print out the sheet music, write in the notes, and try to play this, remember, with your left hand in the bass clef. And in the next lesson, I'm going to do a video review of this song and show you how this song goes and give you some practice tips. Okay, thanks. Bye.